Well, it's Monday. Got to go back to work tonight. It's I think it's approaching noon. Yeah, it's 12:03. Went and picked up some bunk beds for my daughters. Those are a lot of fun to carry upstairs, so especially when they're together. So we did that this morning. So now we're gonna work out in the garage. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna get to work. I know that for sure. So anyway, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean all this stuff up, and then I think I'm gonna put the axle back underneath it, and then go from there. I don't know yet. Oh, I forgot to show you guys I did this yesterday also. I welded up my Panhard bars all one piece now. I welded the bungs in it, so that'll get painted also. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this axle in. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the jack under here so I can push the truck forward some, nice and slowly, and then I'll have more room to get that axle underneath here, because it's a pain. There's barely enough room here to do it, and I'm doing it by myself, so it's all right. We'll get her done. So I'll start on that. I'll bring you guys back when I got something. Well, here we go. See what we can do. So we're gonna paint the wheels today. I got them all scratched up, scuffed up, ready to go. Got all my stuff out. Realized I was out of mixing cups, so I had to drive across town to get mixing cups. The dude gave me a better deal than I expected. If I would have known the deal I was getting, I would have bought 20 of them, but it's all good, no problem. So got a couple little flakes that landed in here while I was gone, so I'm gonna clean those off. No idea where they're coming from. It's a little breezy outside, so they must be coming in from outside. So I'll close the door the rest of the way, and we'll get going. I'm gonna several of the guys on YouTube, when I originally asked the question, Slow SRT, Velvet Hammer, I can't remember who else, somebody else mentioned it also, said spray them since they're already primed to seal them and then spray them. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spray some sealer on them. The sealer that I use is wet on wet. So what I'll do is I'll mix my sealer up, spray it. I already have my paint mixed up, ready to go. So then I'll come through with my paint and spray it, and then we'll move on from there. But when I'm done, I'll show you guys the color that I have planned. Hopefully it works. We'll give it a shot. So here we go. All right, sealer and base coater on them right now. That's not the end. All right, bring you back when I got more. Truck's looking kind of good sitting out there. Alright, so most of the stuff I've been using, I'm just pointing this out in case somebody else hasn't learned this lesson yet. I'm sure most of you have. But most of the stuff I've been using has been 2-to-1. So let's say I do 4 parts. Let me find my thumb here. There we go. Okay, 4 parts. So there's my 2, there's my 1. That's how much sprayable I end up with, which is about 7 ounces, let's say, somewhere around in there. So that's what I've been doing, with the exception of like when I did my my sealer. I did like 2 parts of it, because it's 2-to-1-to-1, which you end up there, so that's about 5 ounces. Now, when I put the next coat on, that product was 1-to-1.5. So not thinking, I went to 4, which I've been using 4 parts for most everything, and ended up here, 12 ounces. So needless to say, I way overused that, but that's okay. It was candy coat. It was the red candy that I won in the YouTube Garage Gang raffle last year, if you remember. Won it from VW Darren and Andrea. So what I did was I had a lot left over. I put it in here, red candy already reduced, because I used the rest of my reducer in it. And I figured since it uses reducer, I'll just put it in the empty reducer container because it's got a good lid, it's in good shape, and I'll be using that a lot more. I'm going to use it on my valve covers, my intake manifold, so I have other things to use it on, so I'm not worried at all about doing too much. I read up online, a lot of guys have good luck with them being already reduced. So you really can't see the red candy on here with these fluorescent lights, and there's no, it's overcast today. It's not raining or anything, it's just overcast. But you can see it pretty good when I shine a light on it. So there you go. I forgot. I hung this right here. Let's see where, there it is. It's, what is that, 78, 76, somewhere around in there. Yeah, it's warm today, but good painting weather. So anyway, last thing to do is put clear coat on this. It's been almost the appropriate time, so I'm going to go ahead and put the clear coat on it and then call these done. And then hopefully I'll probably wait a week, and then I should be able to purchase my tires. And so I'll wait a week before I have the tires mounted on here, so everything's nice and cured. But you can see the red candy, kind of see it on there a little better. There you go. It's showing up kind of brown in pictures, but it's red. And when I see it not looking in the camera, it's red. So anyway, it's about time to throw some clear coat on these, so I'm going to mix some of that up. I'm just using this because another thing, I was trying to, you know, I was kind of going crazy figuring out which tips to use with the gun and all that kind of stuff. I figured out the tip that works best for me with, I know these aren't expensive guns, but I figured out the tip that worked best for me, and I've just been using that. So I'm not even sure which one it is, to tell you the truth, because I tried all the tips I have in it. But I think it's the 1.4, I think. I can't remember for sure. But that's what's been working best for me. So I figure if that's what's working best for me, that's what I'm going to use. Like I said, these aren't real expensive guns, but once I can afford it, or if I decide that I want to continue on with painting and stuff like that, I'll pick myself up, you know, a better gun or a couple better guns. But these are working good for me so far, and you know, it's looking better than Rattle Can so far. So that's good news. But anyway, I'm going to get back to work. I'll bring you guys back when I'm done. Friend out here. Check out the size of this bumblebee. Yeah, he's a monster. Sounds like a B-29 flying around in my garage. I don't know where he went. Hopefully he snuck out. Don't want to get rid of him. Got to keep the bees. Turn this radio down. So I was having a problem with the clear at first, and then I remember videos that I've seen and everything, you got to move slower and put out more. Oh, I dropped my flashlight and some primer. Oh well, I got another one. That'll dry. One good thing about kids, when they change their bedding, you get their old bed sheets or bedspreads and everything. Yeah, what do you guys think? It's what I found online. A lot of guys call it black cherry. It's you know, obviously the primer, then black base coat, then red candy coat, and then clear coat. And I wish there was some sun. Well, I can't carry them out there yet, but next video I make, I'll take them out in some sunshine and show you guys what it looks like if we have some sunshine. It's kind of starting to show through now without any light, but yeah, there you go. Now you can see it. It's got some shine to it. There we go. So anyway, that's the color we're going with. Most likely some spider caps, maybe some beauty rings, and then white wall tires. So anyway, that's done. When I originally bought these wheels, everybody was asking me what color. I didn't want to say right ahead this is what I wanted to do the whole time, but you know, I've changed my mind more times than I've made up my mind. So this is the color I wanted to do from the beginning. This is what it ended up being, so that's about it. So it's still Monday. It's knocking on probably about 5:30 or so. I'm going to clean up some stuff. I gotta leave these out for a little bit so they dry some more before I push everything in, but dinner's about ready anyway, so I'm gonna eat some dinner, go try and take a nap, and then go to work tonight. So I don't know if I'll be out here Wednesday or not. If I am, I'll turn the camera on. If not, I'll see you guys next time I come out here. So you guys all have a good one, be good, and thank you again for all the subscriptions and comments and thumbs up, thumbs down. It's all been good. And yeah, until next time, you guys all be good. Have a good work week. I'm sure you guys started back again after the holiday weekend, so have a good work week. See you guys later.